Hey everybody, gonna do a quick episode here on a pair of shoes of all things that I have some thoughts on. These are a pair of Vans canvas slip-ons that I bought a while ago, and I had a big problem with them. After I'd worn them for a very short amount of time, they blew out all around the edges here. The upper became separated from the sole, and at the time the sole was like still brand new. I bet you I'd only worn them maybe a dozen times or so. I mean, they were still essentially brand new, looked new, except for the fact that they pulled away all the way around in the front and the back, and when I peeled them up, I could see that the construction was really poor. They weren't really stitched. They had a blob of glue from the factory that was supposed to hold them together. And I use them, you know, I didn't use them for much. I might have skated in them a few times. And that's the thing, is I've been a skater all my life. I've been skateboarding for 40 years. And I used to buy Vans all the time. I had them when I was a kid. I had them all through my 20s and 30s and 40s. And now I'm 50 years old, truth be told. And I found that the quality of their construction has really gone downhill. I mean, I used to beat on them a heck of a lot harder than I do these days, and I never had a pair fall apart. I'd wear them out the way you're supposed to, and then, you know, get a new pair. But these things fell apart after a week or two. So anyway, what I did was I glued them myself. I got a tube of that shoe goo, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it might not be that hard to tell. I glued the hell out of them all the way around, front and back, you know, and let them dry for some length of time, a couple days, and they held together. So the shoe goo saved them. And now I've worn them, I'll bet I've worn them 4 times the length of time that I did. You know, I got 4 times the amount of use out of them, maybe 5 times. Than I would have if I'd thrown them away when they fell apart. As you can see, they're actually, you know, a little worn out now. There's some spots where the tread is gone, you know, but that wasn't the case when they fell apart. So you know, see how the Vans logo is worn off there on the gum rubber sole. It's gum rubber, so it's a, you know, it's a soft rubber that wears out relatively quickly. That's kind of the whole point of the Vans, is the soft rubber grabs the grip tape on your skateboard, and, you know, doesn't slide around as much as a harder rubber sole would. But anyway, I would just recommend that if you're gonna buy Vans these days, be prepared for them to fall apart. Maybe you have to glue them back together. I feel like I did get my money's worth out of them now, but only because you know, I had to take the extra step and fix them up myself. They're not a great deal either. I mean, they get, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks for a pair of canvas slip-ons. They're not any better than the canvas slip-ons you can get at Walmart for 6 bucks. So anyway, that's it. I'm just gonna say, you know, not really a fan of Vans anymore. I don't know what they did. I could research the company and see if they still make them themselves, or if they've you know, gone to sweatshop production methods or something. But, you know, I gotta basically give Vans a thumbs down, whereas the rest of my life I would have given them a thumbs up as a quality shoe. But not the case anymore. You know, things change over the years. I'm wearing duck boots right now because it's still kind of snowy out and I've been at work. I got these things. This was a deal. I got these duck boots. They got paint on them from my job, but you know, it's like a Sorel type boot. I got these things for 25 bucks at the Army Navy store, and man, I can't complain about that. I mean, that's half the price of a pair of canvas Vans. And I mean, look at these things. They're insulated, they're waterproof. I've been wearing them in the snow every day, and I've been warm. And anyway, I'm not going to go on and on about my footwear, but that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up. Beware of Vans. See you guys. God bless.